Hey, what is up guys? For this video I'm going to be solving LeetCode 429, a tree level order traversal, where this isn't a tree where it just has two children, it has more than two, so it's called an array tree. So for this I'm going to be solving it using a breadth first search approach, and essentially we're going to go through each level by level and append the values to the array so that we end up with something that looks like this. So we first start from the root node, and since this is the only one in this level, we just append 1, and we then go ahead and go to the next level, which is 3, 2, 4, and then 5, 6. So this is a pretty simple question, so I'm going to jump straight into the code rather than having a drawing before this. So initially what we can just do is check that we have a root. If not, then we just return an empty or null. Otherwise, similar to how we do questions for a breadth first search approach, we usually just use a queue, and initially this queue is going to hold the root node, and we want some sort of results array to store this, so we're just going to have an empty array, and we're going to return this in the end. So now what we can do is we can just simply iterate the queue while we have elements in it, and this is where we're going to populate this results array. So since initially this is going to be 1, we want to go through each element in the queue and append it to the resulting array. And then for each child that belongs to this node, so for 1 it's going to be 3, 2, 4, we want to add it in another array so that we can process it again in the second loop. So I'm going to create a temporary array here and have it as an empty array, and this is where I'm going to add it like so, and we actually don't need this. And before actually starting this, like appending it to the result array, we can append an empty array to the result since we're starting a new level. So when we're looking at 1, since the result array is just an empty array, we're going to append an empty array to this so that it looks like this, and that way we can populate this with 1. And to do that in Python, we'll just grab the very last entry using -1 here, which will grab us the one we just appended, and add 1 to it. And now for every child for 1, we add it to this temporary array that we created, and we can simply set the queue to be equal to this temporary array, and that should be it for populating it level by level. Pretty short, since this question is very simple once you know breadth first search. And yeah, thank you for watching.